Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And welcome to another fantastic episode of Foxborough Central. I am Bob Hickey, your host, and I thank you for taking the time to join me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. Now, here on Foxborough Central, we love to learn new things and meet new people, and something that I've come to appreciate from our newest volunteer, Jerry Love, who does such a great job of introducing new people to me and to us through her work as scheduling people on this program, is that every once in a while you get somebody that you never really thought you'd meet. And this is one of those times. I am being given the honor to meet, as are you, father-daughter duo who like to, shall we say, run and do some physical things, right? Yeah. Tessa, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, and that's Tessa Mayhew and her father, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
So, Tim and Tessa, you are Team Mayhew. And what does Team Mayhew do?
Triathlons.
Triathlons. All right. So, as I was sharing with them before we started, I don't exactly know what a triathlon is. Everything I know about life goes back to the ABC Wide World of Sports, and I don't know if I remember the triathlons. So you're gonna have to tell me, what is a triathlon, Tessa?
You swim, bike, and run.
Swim, bike, and run. Okay, I do know that. How long is it?
Depends on the race you're doing.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a set. It's not like a marathon. It's always 26 point whatever miles. It's by the course. The course determines how long it is.
Well, there's different distances. These are the Olympic distance. There's Ironman. There's half Ironman.
Oh, so it's not by the course. It's actually different divisions or different types of courses. Got it. So interesting. Ironman. What else did you say?
There's
the sprint.
Yeah, there's sprint, Olympic.
All right.
And iron.
What's your favorite one?
I've only done sprint so far.
Okay. So I guess that's your favorite one. Awesome. So Tim, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
So I'm doing great. So I see there's an array of medals, but before we get to that, how did you and Tessa get involved with doing triathlons?
Well, I got involved with triathlons first, and she was watching me do them, and coming to a couple of them, and then she wanted to do a kids triathlon. So then she did a kids triathlon.
Okay. Is that because you got bored standing there waiting for them to get finished? And you said, well, if we're going to be here, I might as well do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yep. And then 4 years ago, I had a bike accident, broke my shoulder.
Okay.
I couldn't train all summer. And so she got really interested in them, and she did a couple more kids triathlons. And then she started asking, when can I do an adult triathlon?
An adult? You do adult triathlons?
Yep.
The sprint.
Ah.
Yes. So when she was 9, she actually did her first adult triathlon in Douglas, Mass. The
Okay.
TDD tri. She did it without me because I was injured at the time.
You were still recovering.
Yeah.
Wow. 9-year-old in the adult triathlon. That's pretty intimidating, no? How'd you do?
Good.
Yeah? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you kick a little butt? Did you beat anybody? Or did all the adults kind of elbow you aside and say, get out of here, kid?
No,
Or was everybody fairly supportive?
Yeah, they were really supportive.
Yeah? So you like doing the triathlons. And why do you like doing triathlons? Dig deep. Give me a real answer.
They're very challenging, and it's exciting, and I like the people there are usually really nice. Mm-hmm. And also when you finish, you get a lot of food.
Well, maybe I'll have to do triathlons. Actually, no, I would not do a triathlon. I wouldn't be good at it. You have to be very much in shape, I'd imagine, to do a triathlon. And there's a bit of a danger component to it. No, it's not. I've seen some of the courses, and I guess as I'm thinking back, there's the swimming component, and so you're in typically a lake and swimming, and I see the people with the rowboats, but you're not wearing a life jacket. You're doing a major part of the swim, right?
You're doing open water swimming.
Open water swim, and then you're on the bicycle, and...
Yep, so every once in a while people do get injured on the bicycle, but for the swims they have a lot of volunteers on kayaks and stand-up paddle boards, some of which are lifeguards.
Okay.
And so they're set up so that if anybody gets in trouble, the scene and
So
help.
there's not an extreme, there's not sharks floating around in there.
Nope.
Okay, so I'll be serious then.
There are a couple of extreme triathlons where you swim near the sharks, but
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, we won't talk about
yeah,
those.
we don't do those.
You're not doing those, right?
No,
Okay,
no.
good. All right. So, Tim and Tessa Mayhew, who are father-daughter triathletes, we have a few medals here. So why don't we go through? Let's start down here. I see one for Bay State Marathon. What is that?
That's actually my marathon I ran a couple years ago. That was my best marathon time.
What was your time?
I don't run fast, so
So doing a marathon is
Yeah.
quite an accomplishment, no matter what the marathon. The training for a marathon is not just a 2-week, wake up out of bed one morning and say, hey, I think I'll do a marathon.
no, that's usually about 16 weeks of training after
Okay.
you're already in shape.
Okay, and then you did that while you're doing the other triathlons, or do you have to
Yes,
focus
I did that while-
specifically on the marathon?
I did that while I was doing the other triathlon.
All right, excellent. So then what's the green one?
The green one is the first Ironman branded race that I did. It was a half Ironman, 70.3 miles.
70.3.
Right.
70.3.
Yes. So that was a 1.2 mile swim,
Okay.
a 56 mile bike, and a 13.1 mile run.
Wow.
Right. And that got me,
That's a half Ironman.
that's a half Ironman. And that got me wanting to do the full Ironmans, which
Is that the next medal?
the next two medals
Isn't
are.
that cool how it segues
first-
right
yes.
into it? All right, so we get into these two, and these are the full Ironman. Is Ironman a brand name?
Yes.
Is there? Okay, so
Yes.
who is Ironman? What is Ironman?
Back in the 80s in Hawaii, they started the original Ironman event, and then they just grew more races after
Okay,
that.
so this is the organization under which this is all run.
Right,
So the Ironman,
right.
got the half Ironman
But
and the full Ironman.
The iron distance is 140.6 miles.
I was going to say, is it?
Yes.
Has
That's set. So for the iron distance races, they're all 140.6.
well, there's the answer to the first question I asked. So we knew we'd get there eventually. 10 minutes into the program, I now know that a full Ironman is 140.6 miles.
0.6, yes.
That's pretty long.
So that's a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a marathon.
That's amazing. And a marathon after doing all that other
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
That's a well-earned medal.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, now I see that we have two similar ones. This must be the father-daughter
Right.
pairing here.
This pair is a race we did Friday night in Sutton, Mass.
Friday night as in,
As in 3 nights ago.
as in here in June.
Yes, here in June, yep.
Wow, in Sutton, Massachusetts. So
Yep.
I know that you watching from home are not exactly sure when Friday night was. Be assured it was a dark and stormy night. No, what was it? So up in Sutton.
Up in Sutton.
Okay.
Yep.
So tell me about that.
That race is a quarter mile swim, a 10 mile bike, and then a 5K run.
And you did that too?
Yeah.
And do you have to do it together? So does that mean if he's slowing you down, does that mean you have to wait for him to catch up to you?
No.
Or do you cross the finish line and that counts for both your scores, or is it a combined score? How does the scoring work?
So when he finishes, he gets his time, and then when I finish, I get my time.
Okay.
So,
So as a team, you came across. So what was the time? How'd it go?
I got 111 something.
We did most of it together.
Okay.
So I swam, just to be a cautious father, I swam with her.
You took care of him. You didn't
Yeah.
get in trouble. You had everything under control.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I biked with her, and then in the run we stayed together for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
But with a couple hundred yards to go, I had a friend ahead of us that I had to catch. And
Oh, that old
So I ran-
competitive juice
I ran-
is starting
I ran
to
ahead the
flow.
last 200
yes.
yards,
Well, there you
so.
go. Did you catch him?
yeah,
Awesome.
by 2 seconds.
No, it's by 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling recovering? Are you ready for your next one already, or are you?
I don't know when.
You seem pretty chill about the whole thing. Yeah, it's just jaunt in the park, a little 10.2 mile bike ride, a little swim in the lake, right?
Yep.
I wish I could do that. That's great. Good for you. And then we have another set. These are the summer solstice
Yeah.
sprints.
So
So
that's-
tell me
that's-
about that one.
the same race, except
Same race last year?
Yep.
I see.
That was the first race we did together.
So you must like it. Okay. And then finally, what is this? The Title IX try. Tell me about the Title IX try.
That was an all-girls triathlon. It was really, really hilly. So the bike was really tough.
Yeah. It wasn't downhill the whole way?
No.
No. Was it uphill the whole way?
A lot
Pretty
of
close.
the time.
So the Title IX try, that means obviously that, well, not obviously, I guess it's not obvious to anybody, but here in Massachusetts, you know the Title IX. So no boys were in it, it was all girls. And how'd you do? Did you feel good about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna do it again?
Am I?
Probably.
Okay.
Make your own decisions. You're 9 years old, you can do what you want, right? You're almost 10.
I'm 11.
You're 11. Shoot. She's going to be 13. When you're 13, that's when the world all ends, because you know everything, right? Everything you need to know you learned when you're 12 years old. It's amazing, right?
Yep.
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 Yep. So I have a question for you then. With all these accomplishments, what do you think the most important thing that you gain out of doing these endurance races is? Because it's got to take a lot of discipline. It has to take a lot of intestinal fortitude. I can tell you that I don't run, and one of the reasons is I just get bored with it. I start and I'm going and I'm going and I'm going, and I've seen the same street, and I don't have that makeup. I'm not able to concentrate. I don't know, it's because I have things going on. So I have mad respect for people who do run, because they're able to focus and stay with it and actually train to get that regimen down. So good for you for doing it. What is the thing you like about running? What is the thing you like about doing all of this?
There's a lot of things I like. It's really rewarding after, and I like working hard and getting a good workout.
Well, it's got a good workout. It's got to be such a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you've beaten the elements, beaten the everything that comes up, the hills going up the whole way for the bicycling. So good for you. What about you? What do you like doing about this? Getting to spend quality time with your daughter?
Yeah, it's actually, well, so one of the great things about her getting involved in it, at the time that I was going up a level and trying to work out and train for the Ironman distance, the Iron distance takes a lot of hours of training.
I can imagine.
So she ended up doing, a lot of times she'd do 2 swims with me a week and 2 bike rides with me a week and parts of 2 runs. And so I'd have 5 or 6 hours of time with her while I'm training, instead of being away from her while I'm training.
Is she a nice kid to hang out with, or?
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
She talks a little too much while we run, but.
How do you do that? How do you talk while you run?
It makes it go by faster.
You know what I do when I'm running?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here talking to. That was a horrible joke. I'm here with Tim and Tessa Mayhew. They are father-daughter triathletes, advocating that it's never too late to get started to exercise a bit. When did you start? When you were 9 years old?
I started triathlons when I was 7.
7?
The kids
Very late in life, right?
Yeah.
Would you say people should get started earlier?
Yeah.
You hit your peak when you're 6, is that what you're saying?
I started running when I was 6.
You started running when you were
and
6?
Swimming when I was a lot earlier.
Okay. Well, swimming is good. So.
Started swimming when you were 22 months.
That's good.
Yep.
It's an excellent skill. So I bet you didn't do endurance swim
No.
for the sharks like you're doing now, though, right? No sharks?
No.
All right, we'll get to that. Maybe no sharks in Sutton, but we'll find some for you. So I guess the last thing to do is to say, what if I wanted to get involved with triathlons? How do I just call up the triathlon people and say, hey, I want to get involved? How does one get involved?
You could, there's many triathlon groups and running groups and stuff. You can join one of those, and people could, usually people are really nice and motivate you and work out with you and stuff.
Okay. So are you a member of a running group?
A member of a few of them, yes.
Okay then, excellent. So I guess that's a good way to get started. So if folks are listening at home and they curious how they can get involved, just look up running groups.
Yep.
I know that we here in Foxborough have the Wampanoags, and there's other groups around, so fantastic.
I'm in the Wampanoags.
You are?
Yes.
All right, see, I was able to get a name out.
And New England
Let's see how good my interviewing skills are. Are you a member of another group?
Yeah, New England Tri-Fit.
You see, folks, that's why I'm your hard-hitting host here in Foxborough Central, because I can get out the real information. Excellent. And they both have Facebook pages, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I believe I've found that. So fantastic. I'm going to give you the last word. I'm here again talking to Tim and Tessa Mayhew, Foxborough residents and people who definitely put the oomph in their road racing and the triathlon as they do. Things that I'm never going to do, and I've got mad respect for them. So Tessa, give us the last word. What do you think?
Triathlons are awesome.
There you go. You see, it doesn't have to be deep thoughts. It actually has to just be something positive and upbeat. I like it. Triathlons are awesome. You're awesome for hanging with us here in Foxborough Central. You're both awesome for being here with me. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tessa. It's been great meeting you. And I hope to see you folks back here again at Foxborough Central. Just a quick reminder that we here at FCA are a family built on the backs of our volunteers. We bring these programs to you because we think you'd be interested, but also because we have great volunteers. My volunteers are Betty Travers behind the camera, Deb Storrs behind the camera, Paul Beck behind the glass, who does all the good camera work here, and of course our wonderful executive director Michael Weber is second to none, as is Lauren Bertar, our director of programming. And of course want to give a big shout out to Tyler Scharfman, who just graduated from Foxborough High School, who is our editor. On behalf of all of us here at Foxborough Central, I hope you have a great day, Foxborough. Take care.